Hello artists, Mrs. Castle here, and we are going to talk about enlargements. And I'm going to do an example for you, and you can choose to do the same one, or you can choose any one of the other designs on the paper. Like there's a little airplane, the monster, which is an Aztec design, the light bulbs, the jet, flowering tree, the lady, and the two flowers. There's all kinds of levels of difficulty, so you can pick and choose which one you want. And you only have to do one of these, so pick whichever one you want. Okay, so a specific box for each kind. So the cats, the airplane, and the monster will go in this box that I'm going to draw in. The light bulbs go on this page, but the light bulbs, you have to turn the paper sideways so that the proportion matches, or the long side is on the top and the short side is going up and down. This one is also for the flowering tree, but for the flowering tree you have to turn it this way because this one goes vertical. Okay. For the lady and the two flowers, it goes in this box, and both of those are vertical. So that's how that works. Okay, so enlargement. Many artists use a grid to help make the design or whatever they're copying or looking off of looks as much like the original as possible. So what we do is look at the 9 boxes. There are 9 boxes on this. There are 9 boxes on this. And it may help to number them. 2, 3, so you can kind of keep track of which box. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 boxes. And it may also help, you can just look at things this way, or compare inside the box, but sometimes it helps to divide the boxes smaller. I'll show you one row using the plain box, and then I'll divide down to smaller boxes. Okay. And you can do whichever one you feel is most helpful for you. All right, so if I look at the side of the cat's ear and the side of his face, it starts a little bit more than halfway from the left-hand side, and then goes a little bit past halfway at the bottom of the box. So I'm going to kind of go down and over like that. Then kind of a triangle-y shape down to about 1/3 of the way down that line of the box. About right there. There's a little circle in the ear, a little oval-y shape, and then part of his little marking there, kind of below that little marking, is his eye. And that's all that's in the first box. Okay, box number 2. The top of his head comes over, again, about 1/3 of the way across. And then the ear hits about the top of the ear hits about halfway, and then we're going to curve down to about 1/3 of the, 2/3 on this side, 1/3 on that side. Okay, then the rest of that marking and the little oval in the ear. The little nose comes almost halfway up. It's kind of a little circle, oval-y shape. And then almost down to the bottom, the little mouth, and then the other eye. Okay, starting to look a lot like that cat. Then the other cat, there's a curve that that crosses this line about halfway up, and this is about a quarter of the way across. And then the little ear sticking off, and one eye. Pupil is kind of over on this side. And then the rest in box 3, the rest of his head continues over to about a quarter of the way across to there. So nice and round. Okay. And then the ear sticks up kind of like about there. The other eye. And the pupil looking over this way. A little triangle that touches the bottom line. Okay. All right. That's just comparing using the whole box. So now let's divide down a little bit more. This is helpful sometimes when there are a lot of details. So I'm going to try to get halfway across vertically and halfway horizontally, or vertically, halfway, horizontally, halfway. And I'm going to do the same thing on here. That's about halfway. Okay, if it's not perfect, that's okay. All right. So the side of cat's side kind of puffs out a little bit more there. And then we have 3 triangles for markings, a skinny one, a fatter one, and then one that hits almost that halfway mark. I'm going to do the leg first. It's about halfway, this side is about halfway across that smaller box. Kind of like a little cup with no top. And then that marking for the belly comes up about almost halfway there. And then the bottom of that marking comes down this way. Okay, that's box 4. In box 5, the other part of that marking comes almost halfway on this side, maybe about there. And then moves into the kitty's leg. Maybe this should come up a little bit higher then, because one leg shouldn't be a lot bigger than the other leg. Okay. And then the other side of the leg comes on the other side of that halfway mark, and the side of the kitty comes down like that, and then more markings like that shape. And then some fur. Okay, then the other kitty kind of touches there. And that's about it for box 5. 6 is pretty easy. We didn't really need to divide it up smaller because there's not a whole lot of detail. So this is going to come over like that. Okay, that's it. Boxes without a lot of detail, you don't have to divide them smaller because you really don't need to. Okay, and these 3 boxes kind of have a lot of detail, but we're almost done. We're down to the bottom row. Okay, so, oops, I forgot to divide this. Silly me. Oops. Okay, don't be afraid to use your eraser. It is not a punishment. Your eraser is your friend, covering up your mistakes, like a bestie. Okay, so The kitty's backside kind of comes around in an arc over to that line, like that. And the rest of his leg comes down, and little toes, toe beans. And then his tail kind of comes diagonally that way and back up again, sort of like that. Close enough. Okay, box 8. We're going to match up to there. And then this leg comes down, and we've got the little toes again. And more fur. And then this kitty again kind of is going to cross a little bit below halfway there. And we're going to cross into box 9. And then his little leg. And those lines overlap, so we're not going to erase that. Okay, part of being an artist is being observant. So this comes up that way. And then his tail. And then the other leg is, tucked behind the tail. No toe beans showing there. Okay, that's the entire drawing. So you can choose to divide up your boxes more like that with the pink pencil, or you can choose not to. Whatever is going to help you make those comparisons for placement. All right, so pick the one that you want, make sure you get the correct box, and thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see how you do. If you need help, please let me know. Bye-bye.